Welcome back to Explained Like a Teacher, where we slow it down, break it apart, and make sure you actually understand the topic, not just memorize it. This is part 2 of our lesson on Leo Africanus and his description of Timbuktu. In this lesson, we will analyze his eyewitness account more carefully and explain why historians still value his work. Leo Africanus wrote that Timbuktu had a reliable water supply. He explained that water was available from the nearby river, which supported farming and daily life. This tells us that the city was not struggling for basic resources. It had access to water, which is essential for survival and development. He also described food as being abundant. 2 examples that show food was plentiful are: first, he wrote that grain and livestock were available. Second, he explained that food was sold in markets, which shows there was enough food to trade. This suggests that Timbuktu had a stable food supply and strong farming activity. Now, let's look at trade. Leo Africanus explained that coins were not commonly used in Timbuktu. Instead, trade was often conducted through barter or by using gold as a form of exchange. This means people exchanged goods directly or used gold dust rather than minted coins. This shows that Timbuktu had a different economic system from Europe at that time. Europeans used silver minted coins, which was used as a form of currency that was traded for goods. Now let's examine what Leo's descriptions suggests about learning and education. He described Timbuktu as a center of Islamic learning. He mentioned scholars, judges, and teachers. He explained that books were highly valued and that many students came to study. This shows that education was important in Timbuktu. Another thing he wrote about was how well Timbuktu was organized. He described that there was a presence of judges and structured markets. This suggests there were systems of law and organized trade. Leo Africanus published all of his writings about the Kingdom of Mali in a book titled Descriptions of Africa, which was published in the year 1550. This book was important in Europe because many Europeans knew very little about West Africa at the time. His book provided detailed information about African cities, trade, and culture. It changed European knowledge about Africa because it showed that African societies were wealthy, organized, and advanced. It challenged the idea that Africa was undeveloped. Although Leo Africanus gave an eyewitness account, historians must consider bias and reliability. He was writing for a European audience, and some historians believe he may have exaggerated certain details. This does not mean his work is useless. It means historians must compare his account with other sources before drawing conclusions. That concludes part 2 of this topic on Leo Africanus. Make sure you can answer tasks 4, 5, and 6 confidently without looking at your notes. And that's today's topic explained like a teacher, clear, structured, and exam ready.